Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Senegal. You know that beautiful country in West Africa? Yeah, that one. The one with the beaches that'll make you question if you're in the Caribbean. And the culture? Man, don't even get me started. We're talking about a country where the music will make you want to dance in the streets. And trust me, you'll want to. It's a country where the food will make your taste buds sing, and the people, they'll welcome you with open arms. Now, I know what you're thinking. Africa? Isn't that all just lions and safaris? Well, my friend, you've been missing out. Senegal is a whole vibe. It's a mix of history, nature, and some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the heart of Senegal. Get ready to explore hidden gems, soak up the sun, and experience Africa like never before. First stop, Dakar, the capital city that's basically Paris's cooler, more vibrant cousin. This city is a melting pot of cultures, where tradition meets modernity in the most fascinating ways. Imagine strolling down wide boulevards, sipping strong coffee at sidewalk cafes and watching the world go by. The energy here is palpable, and the people are as warm as the sun that shines over this beautiful city. You can feel the pulse of the city everywhere you go. From the vibrant street scenes to the lively markets, there's always something happening. Street performers add a unique charm, making every corner of Dakar feel like a stage. Dakar's got it all: stunning beaches where you can unwind, bustling markets that offer a sensory overload, and a history so rich it'll make your head spin. The stories of the past are woven into the fabric of the city. The colorful street art is a feast for the eyes, and the sounds of traditional drumming echoing through the air are music to the soul. It's a city that celebrates its heritage with pride and joy. Speaking of history, you can't miss the African Renaissance Monument. This towering statue is a testament to the spirit and resilience of Africa. Standing as the tallest statue in Africa, it's even more impressive in person. The monument offers panoramic views of the city, making it a perfect spot for some breathtaking photos. It's a powerful symbol of Africa's resilience and a must-see for any visitor. The monument tells a story of hope and progress, inspiring everyone who visits. And if you're looking for a little taste of paradise, hop on a ferry to Ngor Island. This serene escape is just a short ride away from the bustling city. This little slice of heaven is just a short ride from Dakar, and it's the perfect place to relax, soak up the sun, and maybe even catch a glimpse of some dolphins playing in the waves. It's the ideal way to end your adventure in this vibrant capital. Now let's talk about Sandaga Market. This place is a sensory overload in the best way possible. Imagine a labyrinth of stalls overflowing with colorful fabrics, spices that'll make your nose tingle, and crafts that'll have you reaching for your wallet. It's the perfect place to practice your haggling skills and pick up some unique souvenirs. Just be prepared to get lost in the maze of vibrant chaos. It's all part of the experience. And when the sun starts to set, Dakar really comes alive. The city has a legendary music scene, and you'll find everything from traditional Senegalese music to hip-hop and jazz. So put on your dancing shoes and get ready to party the night away. Dakar is a city that will stay with you long after you leave. It's a place where history, culture, and pure joy collide. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single beat. Okay, folks, buckle up, because we're about to witness something truly mind-blowing. This is not your average travel destination. It's a natural marvel that will leave you in awe. Get ready for Lac Rose, also known as the Pink Lake. This isn't just a name, it's a reality that will make you question everything you know about lakes. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you, this lake is actually pink. It's like stepping into a dream or a fantasy world. You might think someone spilled a whole lot of Pepto-Bismol in there, but this natural wonder gets its rosy hue from a high concentration of salt and microscopic algae. These tiny organisms thrive in the salty environment, giving the lake its unique color. It's like Mother Nature decided to have a little fun with her color palette, and the results are stunning. The contrast between the pink water and the surrounding landscape is simply breathtaking. Now here's a pro tip from yours truly: visit during the dry season, between November and June, when the pink is at its most vibrant. The colors are more intense, and the experience is unforgettable. Trust me, you'll want to see this to believe it. The reactions of first-time visitors are priceless, and you'll be just as amazed. But Lac Rose isn't just a pretty face. It's a vital part of the local economy and culture. The locals have been harvesting salt from its shores for centuries. This traditional practice is a fascinating glimpse into the region's history and way of life. You'll see them wading through the pink water, collecting mounds of salt that look like giant piles of cotton candy. It's hard work, but it's also a beautiful and unique sight. It's a sight you won't soon forget. The combination of natural beauty and human ingenuity makes Lac Rose a must-visit destination. Now, you might be thinking, can you swim in a lake that's basically a giant salt bath? And the answer is yes. In fact, the high salt content will make you feel like you're floating on air. Just make sure to wear your shades, because the sun reflecting off that pink water is seriously bright. But Lac Rose isn't just about swimming and snapping Instagram-worthy pics. It's also a place of tranquility and natural beauty. Imagine taking a leisurely stroll along the shore, feeling the cool breeze on your face, and just soaking up the serenity of it all. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some local wildlife, like flamingos and pelicans, adding their own splash of color to this already vibrant landscape. So there you have it, folks. Lac Rose, a place where science meets beauty, and where you can literally float in a pink lake. Who needs filters when you have Mother Nature working her magic? Alright folks, get ready for a heavy one. This isn't just a trip, it's a deep dive into a painful chapter of human history. We're heading to Gorée Island, a tiny island off the coast of Dakar that holds a massive weight of history. It's a place where the past feels incredibly present. This isn't your typical beach vacation, no sir. This is a journey back in time, to a period that's both dark and deeply important to understand. It's a place that demands reflection and respect. You see, Gorée Island was a major hub for the transatlantic slave trade. It was a central point in a network of human suffering. For centuries, millions of Africans were ripped from their homes, shipped across the Atlantic in horrific conditions, and sold into slavery. The scale of this atrocity is almost unimaginable. And Gorée Island? It was one of the last pieces of Africa these people saw before their lives were changed forever. The island's narrow passageways echo with their untold stories. Walking through the island today, you can feel the weight of that history. Every corner, every building has a story to tell. The streets are cobbled, the buildings brightly colored, but there's a somber silence that hangs in the air. It's a silence that speaks volumes. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of slavery, a story that needs to be told, and a past we can't afford to forget. This island stands as a testament to resilience and a call to remember. Now, the most impactful place on the island is the House of Slaves. It's a museum now, but back then, it was a holding cell for enslaved Africans before they were loaded onto ships. Walking through the narrow corridors, seeing the shackles and chains, you can't help but feel a punch to the gut. It's heavy stuff, man. But even in the face of such darkness, there's a glimmer of hope. Because on this island, you also see the resilience of the human spirit. You see the strength of those who endured unimaginable suffering, and you see the determination to never let this happen again. And that's what makes Gorée Island so important. It's not just about remembering the horrors of the past, but also about learning from it, fighting for justice, and building a better future. So yeah, it's a heavy experience, but trust me, it's one you won't forget. Okay, enough with the heavy stuff. Let's ditch the history books for a hot minute and head over to Sine-Saloum Delta, Senegal's own little slice of paradise. We're talking lush mangroves, sparkling waterways, and enough exotic birds to make even the most jaded Instagram influencer lose their damn minds. Imagine this, you're gliding through calm waters in a kayak, the sun warming your face, surrounded by nothing but the sounds of nature. Monkeys chatter from the treetops, colorful kingfishers dart through the air, and if you're lucky, you might even spot some dolphins playing in the distance. And forget about your fancy resorts and crowded beaches, folks. Sine-Saloum is all about getting back to nature. We're talking eco-lodges built on stilts, fresh seafood dinners cooked over an open fire, and nights spent stargazing under a sky that's practically bursting with stars. Now, if you're an adrenaline junkie, don't worry, Sine-Saloum has got you covered too. You can go fishing for giant catfish, try your hand at bird watching, and by try your hand, I mean point your camera at anything that moves, or even go on a thrilling hike through the mangroves. But honestly, the best thing to do in Sine-Saloum is nothing at all. Just kick back, relax, and soak in the tranquility. Listen to the gentle lapping of the water, feel the breeze rustling through the mangroves, and let all your worries melt away. Trust me, after experiencing the raw beauty of Sine-Saloum, you'll leave feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and maybe just a little bit more connected to nature. And hey, who knows, you might even start composting when you get back home. Okay, maybe not, but at least you'll have some killer Instagram stories to share. All right, folks, from lush deltas and pink lakes, we're switching gears and heading straight into the desert. Yeah, you heard that right. Senegal's got it all, even a slice of the Sahara. Welcome to Lampoul Desert, where the dunes are high, the skies are wide, and the camels, well, they're probably judging your fashion sense. Now I know what you're thinking. Trevor, you want me to swap beaches for like sand in my shoes? But trust me, this ain't your average desert. Think rolling dunes, bathed in golden light, stretching as far as the eye can see. It's like stepping onto another planet, but with better snacks. Speaking of snacks, hold on to your hats, because things are about to get adventurous. First up, no desert experience is complete without a camel ride. And let me tell you, these camels are the real deal. They're not messing around with those tiny saddles you see at the zoo. We're talking full-on, Lawrence of Arabia-style expeditions. Just try not to fall in love with your camel. They can be real divas. Once you've conquered the dunes, it's time to set up camp under the stars. And let me tell you, the stars in the desert? They don't play around. It's like someone spilled glitter all over a black canvas. You'll be lying there, gazing up at the Milky Way, feeling all philosophical and stuff. Don't worry, the feeling passes. Especially when you realize you forgot the mosquito repellent. Okay, desert vibes were fun and all, but let's be real. Some of us prefer our landscapes a little greener. And by greener, I mean palm trees swaying in the breeze, crystal clear rivers reflecting the sky, and beaches so pristine you'll think you've stumbled onto a postcard. Say hello to Casamance. Casamance is like Senegal's chilled out cousin, who decided to ditch the hustle and bustle and just, vibe. It's a region brimming with natural beauty, from its lush forests and winding rivers to its idyllic beaches. Trust me, after the desert heat, this place feels like stepping into a tropical oasis. Now, if you're looking for those picture-perfect beaches, head straight to Cap Skirring. We're talking white sand, turquoise waters, and a distinct lack of people trying to sell you inflatable toys. It's the perfect place to unwind, soak up the sun, and maybe even work on that tan. Just try not to get sand in your sunscreen, it's a rookie mistake. But Casamance isn't just about beaches. It's also a melting pot of cultures, with a unique blend of influences from Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and Portugal. Explore the vibrant city of Ziguinchor. Immerse yourself in the local markets and get ready to experience a side of Senegal that's off the beaten path. And there you have it, folks. From the bustling streets of Dakar to the tranquil beaches of Casamance, Senegal is a country that truly has it all. We've climbed the African Renaissance Monument, floated in a pink lake, and even braved the desert on camelback. We've delved into the country's history, immersed ourselves in its culture, and of course, tasted all the delicious food. So, what are you waiting for? Senegal is calling. Are you answering? Whether it's the music, the food, the history, or the landscapes, this place is pure magic. If you're planning your trip, drop a comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic travel videos. Yalla ba benin! See you soon!